just such an open place for TYT. It's
going to be a very hard game. AYA could certainly beat them as well. I don't really know what's going to happen, I'm honest. But like I said, both these teams really want this win. You're going to want every single map you can take as well. Because when it comes down to it, apart from those big three, which I'm fairly certain a lot of people have put money on to go through, that it's going to be a very tight for that fourth slot.
That fourth slot.
That's my bet anyway.
I mean, let's not forget, that fourth slot will bring you into European Qualifier, which is on the weekend of the 28th of February and the 1st and 2nd of March. So that means all the teams from Europe that will be coming over here, you can catch all the information on the Twitter, which is @Gfinity. So guys, please make sure you're following that. As my friend here, Bryce, said, please tweet in your predictions, what you think it's going to be. But I believe any moment we're going to jump into the game, and do you know, this is going to be absolutely awesome. The team lineups itself. Ebanks, I mean, Ebanks in the couple last week had a great game.
Yep.
He played well, very strong. If they can continue this, they might cause an upset, but it is down to Fearcrads, Benny, Quicker, and Insomnolus.
Yes, it certainly is. Now, we're going to jump on board by the look of it with TYT first of all, and we will be showing the Alpha Group game at 9 o'clock. It is in the Alpha group. If you have forgotten, it's Tech, TCM, Insidia, Reason Gaming, Infused, DB Gaming, HRG Gold, which has now changed to High Roller Gaming, and qualification is easy. But first of all, let's jump on board with Quicker Than You as we see exactly how he is going to play this Domination on Sovereign. And I imagine he's not going to be the man holding.
I mean, this is a really, really strong map. It's all about that B-bomb and mid-map control. When you look at the setup, as you will in any of these games, this will play out as in a huge massacre in the middle. I love the way Quicker Than You immediately goes under and he gets taken out straight away there. It was a great play, and it allows these guys here to move forward from AYA.
Now, jumping on board with Dabs. Let's see how he's going to push this one there. His teammate's actually securing B. He's going to lock down long hallway. And I don't think he's going to see anybody here by the look of that mini-map. So let's jump on board with someone else. Ebanks trying to put it down, and he makes that kill, secures the point at the same time. He is now going to drop, as it does look like he's going to be Quicker Than You trying to get in, but he's going to die at the same time. And it is going to be in contention there in a minute. Zidanio putting the shots down. He's managed to pick up one there, and his teammates re-securing B. It's not started off well for TYT.
No, TYT need to be more aggressive, as we see a great kill there from Benny Central, taking out Zidano. And again, Insomnius pulls off one, going for the second, pulling through the serum. He needs to keep that, managing to grab the assist. Great play. Now, this is what I'm on about with the mid-map control. And Insomnius is trying to take this and push towards C. Now, in this map, it is a great opportunity for these guys to neutralise the opposing domination point. And I believe Insomnius is now going to come in as they're losing B. He really needs to take this cover on this right hand side. You see someone there, gets a few hit markers. Nothing unlucky. That was really, really unlucky there. They really need to try and take this B point away from him. It's 17 to 20 in the favour here of AYA.
TYT actually managed to hold on there. They did hold it down. However, it's now being taken away from Benny, trying to wallbang through the wall, not able to do anything, and it looks like AYA should re-secure this. No, it's gone neutral as kills from Quicker Than You hold it down. Dabs on board with once again. He's putting shots down. A massive fight going on over this B point as both teams hurl bodies at the objective. Now Zidanio coming in, but he's going to get shut off. The cutoffs are on as TYT once again take it, and like I said, he's going neck and neck, currently tied up at 26-26.
TYT really being aggressive here, and this is what they need to do. They need to hold this B point, and with one down at the moment, it's Quicker Than You and Benny Central. Quicker Than You slowly moving down the blue steps, takes a lovely shot there as he's moving towards C point, hits, shots fired, he is down, on with Insomnius, taking a great defensive play here on B, and this is what I'm on about. If you can take that whole control and you take that B, you can really dominate it, and slowly the score is rising in the favour of TYT as Zidano pushes through on this right hand side, heading towards A, and my predictions, he's going to go for the neutralisation.
Now, this is the bit here. They're kind of leaving control side open just a little bit. As you can see, team has got through. Zidanio is going to be able to take A, splitting TYT's firepower. As you can see them now struggling in the middle of the map. They've got to push towards C, but there are two members of AYA there. If he can get on it, he might have a chance as the rest of TYT look like they're going to support, but he has managed to get... No, he's been knocked out, but the TYT have got the spawn. Let's jump on board with one of them. It's going to be Insomnius in the middle. He's just kind of holding there. Fearcrad's going for the C capture. And it does look like they might have been able to just pull this one back, but TYT makes sure they don't lose it as all of them go down. And it's only Fearcrads that is actually up at the moment, so it looks like they're going to lose B.
I mean, this is a real shame here. They got caught in the middle, and having that only spawn point was really bad. There goes the B point. AYA slowly pulling this back here. I mean, if we look at this 53 to 48, we have 2 captures in the favour of them. They're going to bring this back slowly, and 4 of all of TYT were down. Absolutely shocking. It's 13-7 here with 2 captures coming from eBanks. eBanks really dominant here in this game for AYA.
They are, for me, it does look like AYA are a little bit better on the setup here. We've seen TYT maybe trying to push forward and hold lock teams in C that we have seen before when they were the other side, but they weren't able to really lock it down effectively. They were leaving gaps. They've been flanked a few times. They've kind of let that point slip away from them. It does seem like AYA are a lot better set up as Dabs comes in, but Dabs gets shut down, and it does look like Veerkratz just ripped him from his spot there on that head glitch. Now, Insomnius is the man on board with TYT need to make a move as they have slipped behind. And now let's see what he can do. He's managed to pick up 1 kill. He's trying to move forward. His teammates also picking up kills at the same time. Can he try and do something here?
He doesn't seem to have the backing of his team here. They're trying to take A, and he's actually going to go for the B. So what they're getting a double capture. Gets taken out on that B bomb, and AYA just seem to be so fast off the mark. The setup is quick, the kills are aggressive, and this is what Ghost is about. It's aggression, skill, and play. And AYA at the moment are rocking it by 9 points. And you know, 9 points may not seem a huge amount in this, but when you're at this level, it's everything.
This is what I said about setup. See, now, eBanks is very well just controlling the kills. He seems quite casual. He's just going through. He's knocking these kills down time and time again. He's pushing TYT back. They're going to be behind going into the second half. It's 85 to 73, but eBanks is almost double positive with the work he's been doing.
I mean, that just shows you. I mean, if you look at the capture amounts when we come up and you look on the scoreboard on the right-hand side, it's not the amount of captures you get, it's the length of time that you hold these domination points. I love the way they bring this in. It's absolutely awesome. When you see a team like that and eBanks going big, he's 19 for 9, 3 captures, he is doing an awesome job. He has everything set up, and I tell you what, this really could be a shocker. If TYT can't bring this back, it's 1-0 to these boys from AYA.
It certainly will be. Obviously, you know what, TYT had a great opportunity there in the first half to kind of lock them down. You saw them have control. They got flanked a few times. It broke them. They weren't able to come back from that. Like I said, I just believed AYA better on the setups. They knew where to check for TYT, and like I said, that's given them the lead. They're going to go into the second half with this lead. I
mean, that's a huge confidence boost. When you're playing TYT, AYA know they've got this. It's going to be huge, and I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me now if we're going to see eBanks go big again. It needs to be shut down. Insomnius seems to be holding that B point more. Maybe needs to close him down and go in for that holding of that B section. Don't push, don't overextend, and you know, if you need to go for neutralization, then push. Otherwise, just take that map control.
For me, what they seem to be doing is a technique that I've actually seen some pro teams do, which is when you get A and B on this map, push the C. If you can get the neutralization, if not, you float around just before it, picking up the kills. However, what they didn't do was do it effectively. They weren't able to pick up the kills they needed to, and it just meant that people were leaking through their defense and, you know, putting pressure on players who didn't have the support of the front line.
That's it. I mean, eBanks was the one that was dominating that. I mean, as you say, they're doing the professional mover. They were bringing it forward, but it was eBanks that was taking that control. So, you know, second half, let's see if eBanks can do this and go big as we hit in. Remember, it's the point difference that makes all the difference. Can TYT bring this back?
Yeah, it looks like Banks is going to be the one to stay on the point first of all. So on board with Will, also known as Slick Rick. Let's see how he can do as he pushes forward. Going straight up top there. Very aggressive starter. Looks like he's going to just try and secure a few kills coming out of C. No, he's going to go straight for it, but taken down almost instantly as 3 of them drop. Great opportunity for TYT to get first on that B point.
This is absolutely a great start for TYT. They really needed that, taking all 4 of AYA. You will give them the opportunity to take the lead. And I tell you what, if you get a good lead in this from the off and you can hold it, as Insomnius here taking this right-hand side, then this will help them progress. Good start. And I tell you, if it carries on from here, as a great kill from Krads, comes in, dominates that B side, and this is exactly what they need to do. Krads doesn't need to push any further than he does. He is 3-0 with 1 capture. Early days, but a good start here for TYT.
Interesting tactic from Krads, being very patient. Actually sees the second one, decides not to challenge. Going to go around the outside, dodges once again, they go back. He knows there's a man there, sees him again, doesn't challenge. Is Krads, he has support of his teammates. That guy's going to come through the door, and Krads takes it with a knife. Great play there from Kratz as he is currently 5-0, pushing forward now. Got another man to his right. He's going to be shut down. AYA are going to go for the split. And it does look like they're going to be able to get it. If that man can challenge there, quickly find it. It's going to be Benny Central who's managed to neutralise him. Can he get it? No! Benny's going to get shut down. And now we're going on board with Dabs. Dabs, who's done fantastically well in the first half. Is he going to be able to just try and be the difference here?
Dabs, it was the only man standing
for the triple cap.
I was going to say, they're really trying to push this, but Dabs was the only guy alive here for AYA, and you can see the effect here. It takes a lovely kill on that right-hand side. Brilliant play there by Dabs, taking out Insomnius. Now contesting this, and this is where
this could be the triple cap the other way round.
Yeah. Oh, he gets taken out from behind. That was really unlucky. Love the expectation. Trying to go for the neutralisation. Pushing for the triple cap. Nothing there.
It's changing hands. Triple cap every single time. Look at this. It's now going the other way. They have actually managed to lose B and C. And it almost went both ways there. It was a very crucial time for both teams. But it does seem like TYT are currently holding it down. Now Dabs is going to get shut down as well. And we've just watched both teams try to battle once again for map control. Zidanio is going to be taking C. B has been neutralised. Not good for TYT.
No, not at all. Zidanio gets taken out as Faircrowd comes in. He's going to contest this on this C point here. Great play, pushing it forward, which means now, oh, yes, he's going to be holding it for you. Watch this. There's going to be, literally, there's going to be huge contests coming up to this on this B side. Insomnia's pulling off a kill just off the camera there, but it's Kratz that gets taken out as these guys from AYA are pushing forward. Again, let's have a look at this. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Zidano pushing forward on this right-hand side, going for a domination point. One there, great play. There's the kill from Kratz. Moving forward, needs to take this A and going for the neutralisation. Love the way that TYT are playing up here.
Yeah, see what they can do. Kratz is going to be taken down there. And bearing in mind that AYA have a 12-point difference, it's still very much play for TYT. Currently in the lead. Insomnius going to be holding down, looking for those players coming out of A. They're not there. TYT are very well set up. They have the ability. This is what I said here. This setup is perfect. They now have control. They're going back. They're making sure nobody's slimming through. Insomnius has got to see that guy to his right now. He turned at the wrong moment. It's going to be taken down. And now AYA have a great opportunity to push out. Benny Central cooking the nade. That's not going to hit him, unfortunately. And it does mean that they are going to be able to take that B away from TYT.
There is two of them sitting on this B-bomb. We're quicker than you, managing to pull one off. Nitri going to move around his left-hand side. He knows he's there. He goes for he gets taken out. My word. Slick Will comes in, takes the kill. And I tell you, this is going to be really intriguing how this is going to start. Remember, as we said before, it's 12 points in it. TYT need to maintain this lead. It's of utmost importance to go into this round 1-0 up. Will give them the psychological advantage, if more than anything. But Zidano gets taken out. Didn't even see him there on the right-hand side. Dabs pushing through now. He needs to be careful. He's going to... Yeah, there's one, two.
Stab to the throat.
That was a shank and a half.
No, Insomnius is just holding in B here. I keep seeing this. Just turned and slapped somebody there on the corner. TYT have this in the bag at the moment. If they can just hold on, make sure AYA do not get into it. This is their best game type, TYT. If they can just hold on for a little bit longer, it should be knocked out of the park.
I mean, the change of spawn certainly has helped them. It's absolutely awesome. The way they're playing here, they're holding this out. They've got the positions played. Great kill there by Faircrowd. And he knows there's one there on his right-hand side. He's going to run through. Surely he's going to push. He's going to take this on the top control. And the way they've brought this together is absolutely awesome. They've really taken this whole map control, and they are moving through this with such elegance and ease. Another kill there from Faircrowd. He is... He's going to... Yes, he does. Look at that. That's 2 down for AYA, and it's Kratz at 16 for 7. Boy, what a push. It's Insomnius that's doing the damage. 16 captures. He is absolutely on fire, and there is the difference there. And without the 12 points taken into consideration there, that is a good win for TYT. What a start.
It certainly was. It came down to the last 50 seconds, and it did seem AYA needed the 3 cap. But they couldn't even get the 2 cap in the end as TYT stepped it up. Faircrad's 16 and 7. He did an awful lot of work there. Insomnius running that objective. 6 captures. But there we go. That's the first map. TYT have taken it. Is it going to be a different story on the S&D?
S&D, you know, it's a very, very difficult scenario, S&D. It is aggressiveness, and it's also controlled play. You know, we see it time and time again. B pushes, the whole push, and then occasionally you're going to get a rotate to A. Yep. But, you know, going in 1-0 up, psychologically, TYT really needed that.
The middle of that second half, it was so scrappy. Like we said, we saw 3 caps being from both teams at one point. It could have gone either way. However, TYT managed to hold on. They got the 2 cap against them. Then they started to lock the map down. Like I said, went to TYT. Let's see if they can do the S&D. But first, we'll be right back after this ad break. Hello and welcome back to Gfinity. We are going into the second map of TYT versus AYA, and at the moment TYT currently hold the upper hand, taking the domination. Second half was all theirs, so they did win. And can they pull this one and make it 2-0?
Well, looking at SND here, and it's on Octane. We know it's going to be a big push. I love this map on SND. There's going to be huge advantage points. It's whether TYT can use this psychological advantage and bring it forward. Just to give you an update, Orbit are 1-0 up in their game, guys. So we'll keep you up to date with the scores as we know. I'm hoping to see here a great game from Benny Central.
Well, let's see if it does. But first of all, we're going to stay on board with the attack for the majority of this. It just seems to be where the more plays are made. So, first of all, up is Ebanks. Let's see how he's going to run this one.
I mean, this is going to be a great set for Ebanks. You're going to see straight away they're going to push for A. This is yeah, I have to say, this is really interesting. Normally, we're going to see a big B push, but it just seems to me that the A is, they're going to go round for that side. Great setup for Miz. One down already as Zidano is down. This is going to be a huge 3-on-4 here, just making sure we see Slickwheel on their right, Ebanks pushing through on the right
side. Around him, he could drop here.
I'll tell you what, that was really unlucky. Looking at right-hand side, it was Insomnius taking out eBanks. Needs to be more calm in that map. If we look up the setup on your map on that left-hand side, you're going to see where these guys are set up. And it's 1 on 4, and Dabs is the man to do this. Can he take a 4-man? The way that TYT have come into this with 1 kill there.
No,
Mr. Shank takes a second time.
Double knife from Fearcrad. Let's see that in the final kill cam. So he does come out a little bit eager here, using the 1v4, actually misses the first one, catches him before the sniper can take him down, and there we go. That is the first round of Search and Destroy. First blood to TYT. Fearcrad's 2-0. I said this was Fearcrad's best game type, and I'm convinced it still is.
Yeah, Fearcrad's going 2-0. Benny Central 1-0. Obviously, none of TYT losing their life here, and you know, going on the actual attack from these guys, they need to bring this. But we do. Not sure what's going on there, guys, but we'll keep you updated as when we do. But Insidia is 1-0 up at Infuse, as you can see on your screens at the moment, which is a good start from these guys.
It is actually. Infused not going to be happy that they won that one, considering they lost last week to Tech in a nail-biting game. It could be a really bad run of result. If they lose this one, they're going to be looking in serious trouble. Like I said, that group is, you know, stacked with teams. You could go, you know what, they could take it.
Yeah, they could. I mean, DB Gaming also 1-0 down as well, which is an interesting scenario. So the Alpha League is actually setting up quite nicely for this evening's gaming event. So, you know, as I said, guys, we'll keep you updated as soon as we do. You will see the scores on the bottom of your screen. If you don't know what they are and you're not actually watching this as everybody else is, the European qualifiers, follow at Gfinity on Twitter. Get all the updates from there as and when they're tweeted. I'm sure these guys will pass these through to you. We're going to jump back into this very shortly. Great start, 1-0 up.
Yes.
Attacking wise,
as far as we're aware, it's going to stay 1-0 until that gets back from the admin, who will now be rushing around in the office, I imagine, trying to find out exactly what the restart was for. I did see esports rules flick on and off, so I'm wondering whether they thought the rules was wrong. But never mind, we're going to jump back on board with the Ghost team. So they have swapped sides. So to me, that tells them they're just going for the restart. It'll still be 1-0 to TYT. But we're going to jump on board with Fearcrads first of all, simply because I've noticed Silverback, he is in fact running a sniper.
He is. This is a really interesting play here.
If I'm correct, he's going to go straight forward, sit on the Jeeps and look right. And that might mean the rest of his team is also going to go right and go straight for the B plant.
This needs to be done fast, okay? B plant is always a must on any team. If you're looking at certain maps, it's the quickest way to get it. If you can get that plant down smoothly and fastly, then you are the team then has to sit back and defend. So it really turns the emphasis back onto the opposing team. This is why I love SND. If you can get that plant down, Bryce, you know, you turn that back onto the team. It's a huge psychological warfare.
Yeah, it is. I know what you say. It's an awful lot of, oh, it doesn't matter about numbers now, because now we're the defending team. We can hold it. If we're set up, you've got to come at us. But let's jump on board and see if this is how it's going to work, as Fearcrad is the man we're on the sticks with. Starting off, he is going to go straight forward. The rest of his team going towards B. It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. He's going to look to the right, look for anybody rushing across. I don't think he's seen anybody yet. Let's bring up that Oracle. Nobody on his screen at all yet. But few players he has a potential to pick.
This is what I like about this point here. Not only if you can manage to pick off a player, you can call that map out. So if your team's working well, as we see eBanks being taken out already by Benny Central. If these guys can work this well, they've got this. But there's one to his left-hand side. Shots fired! What a shot! That was a beautifully placed shot. He did take some hit markers, but managing to take that, and that is huge. It's 3-on-2.
It is. Let's see what they can do. It's actually 4-on-2. Somulus is still up. I don't know why his name's in gold there, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But continuing onwards, and Somulus does actually go down. Now it's 3-on-1, as that has been answered back in as Fearcrad is up top with that pistol once again. Now bringing out the sniper rifle, looking for that last man. Let's jump on board with him. It's going to be Dabs. Dabs picking up one. This could be the 1v3. There's a player to his left. He could be in trouble. He snuck away. Can he manage to do this? 20 seconds left. He's just being a bit cautious. Now there's going to be a guy. No, picked off.
I tell you what, that was great positioning. Just slightly poor timing. Really unlucky there. But again, it's Krads with this sniper. Pulls off the second kill with it. And that is the position.
He's now 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. I mean, that is a great start there from Krads. He is absolutely awesome in this game mode. I cannot convey from when you watch this guy play, he really does put it into the next gear.
It does now. ZA.YA is the man we're tracking on board with. It looks like it's going to be a similar split to TYT. One going and watching Jeeps and across, but he's been picked off by Fearcrabs with that sniper rifle once again. Now ZA.YA going round. What can he see? Just looking for that pick, and it's going to be very difficult in here. The smoke is going to go down. It
does seem to me here that the guys from TYT have been working on their SND game, and they are really, really pulling this together. It's 4 on 3. We see Will with the bomb. There's ZA.YA there on this right-hand side, looking to see if we can get a plant, or well, see if they can push for the plant. Can't really see anything at all. It's going to be a huge setup, because if you look, there's literally one jumping top building on that mini-map. He's literally right above him. Could he take the kill
here?
For
the challenge. He's going to get one as well. It's Fearcrabs with that pistol once again. He's going to get rained down on, and Insomnius takes that kill as Fearcrabs picks up the last one. Let's see that in your final kill cam, as all of a sudden 3 dropped like they weren't even there, and here we go. Fearcrabs goes up top with a pistol once again, takes it. The man is now 7-0, including the restart. TYT are rocking this S&D.
I mean, this is huge. Crads, really. Who needs an AR when you've got Fearcrabs with a sniper and a pistol? That was awesome play.
Just use the pistol, if I'm honest. He is doing really well with it. But let's jump back on board. I'm going to jump forward with Fearcrabs again. Now, he's going for the same tactic. Will this work again, or is he going to hit trouble?
I mean, he's moving forward. He's moving a little bit further forward, but still looking for this on this left-hand side. They are actually going for the A plant. But pulling a shot off there, missing one there. Great long shot there from Crads, and that is why this guy's awesome with it. Taking out ZA.YA. He's now using this to his full advantage, covering this A plant, and now they've just got to defuse, and Crads and the boys from TYT really have this set up nicely. I mean, let's have a look at it. Quicker Than You actually has no kills whatsoever.
Doesn't need them.
I know, not when you have Crads.
Now, there we go. Quicker Than You's going to see him, but he's going to get taken down. Now, Crads has to go for the clutch. He's 1v3, has to defend that bomb. He sees one out there. Goes, going to get challenged instantly. They knew where he was coming from, and it's going to be the defuse for AYA as they answer back. It's going to be 3-1.
Well, what can you say? I think what let them down, I'll be honest with you, when you plant the bomb, I feel A is harder to defend.
And there is a lot of cover going up towards A. It's a short bomb site.
Yeah, and you know, huge advantage there for AYA. Bringing a round back. It is 2-1 in the favour of TYT. Crad 6-1. Let's not deter you from the fact that this guy is still playing an awesome game.
It is now. Dabs is going to be the man watching with the sniper rifle this time, looking for somebody walking across. Nobody going to be there. As you can actually see, they're all set up. This is a battle line across the front. They have sights on B, but that first pick has been taken down. The car taking down Fearcrads. Dabs could have actually picked up someone there, but he's going to get taken down by Benny up top.
I mean, I tell you what, AYA have a 2-player team. There may be 4 players on it, but it's all Will and Dabs taking the kills. Ebanks and ZA.YA are yet to get on this scoreboard, as is Quicker Than You, but it is all about Fearcrads. He's 7-2, taken out. Can the 3 remaining players here, Benny, Somnus, Quicker Than You, bring this back or bring this round into them? Love the way that Ebanks is now covering this from this bus side as they go through from the back of strip joint, and they're going to literally jump on here with Will. I'm really, really, you know, intense on this, because they're going to see one on his right-hand side.
He did see him. He's going to go and challenge.
Oh, he's down! What a shot by Insomnius. I actually thought he was going to get the drop on him. Unfortunately, Insomnius was so quick on that.
Oh, he's going to go for the 3. Oh! Doesn't manage to get it. Does actually drop that. Defuse is going to be real, and he's going to be another point to TYT. He did actually drop there, and if he picked up those 2, the bomb diffuser would have been completely helpless.
Absolutely.
But didn't go out that way. The gunfight was won by TYT, and they, like I said, they are now 4-1 in the lead, as long as that restart counts.
I mean, yeah, that does come into the equation there. But, I mean, 3-1 up, still in this game. 4-1 if we know, obviously we'll find out as we hit into this. Possibly could be a huge round for these guys. AYA really need to make some sort of impact here. They've only won 1 round, right? And do you know, if you're going to bring this back, you need to do it, or we could see a potential 3-0 hill from TYT.
We could an hour involved with Insomnius. He might see he's actually turned away. There was going to be a player coming out there. You can see him on the Oracle mode. That there are a player just holding the other side as well. He's going to come up on him right now. And it doesn't manage to get him. He's going to be taken down. Benny's going to look at him. He's looking at him. He's just out of Benny's viewpoint. Sitting in the corner of that room. We see it as a big orange glow. Benny has no idea. He's just waiting for someone to make themselves known.
Yeah, 3-on-3. He's jumping out the window again. He
has
seen
Benny
him.
saw him.
He's going to go round.
Oh,
there he is, Sean. He's going to get him off.
Knives everywhere. So Daniel taking down quicker than you. Benny getting it back. It's now Fearcrabs and Benny Central versus Will and Dabs. And at the moment, they don't really have control of this map, TYT. They're going to have to try and figure out somewhere to go. They can't go B. There are 2 people watching. They can't go A as they're looking long. So it's going to be difficult. If they can get across here, they're going to be all right. And they might have the opportunity. I think Benny's just missed them. So I think they don't know.
No, literally on that Oracle mode, there was one on his right-hand side, but he went behind the 18-wheeler as he moved forward. So Benny's going to go for the plant, which is going to leave Fearcrads to cover.
They know now.
Fear is what? There's one there, literally one coming behind the Humvee here on the left-hand side. There's one down. Crads takes that
Will
kill.
For the 1v2.
This is going to be really interesting. Will needs to be careful.
One on his left. He steps out. He's looking. He's going to get shot in the butt. No, he's not.
Oh, he's down.
For a second there, I thought he hadn't seen him. We didn't see the reaction. Let's watch that one in the final kill cam. It's Benny Central. As you can see, he's looking at the window. The guy, just as he comes around the corner, if he looked the other way, Benny would have died. But he didn't, and Benny takes it. Benny's score also 6-3.
I said to you beforehand.
7-3 overall.
Yeah, Benny Central, I expect him to go big. He's managed to get a plant, and he has done. Just want to point out, that is where you need to check your corners. If you're coming out of a place like that, and you know those places, you have to check those corners. But we're going to run on here with E-Banks literally running into top strip, picking up the sniper again as Fearcrans takes out Zidano. That means they're down to 3 straight from the off. Huge advantage for TYT. One there, and that's a great kill from E-Banks. Much needed. And as you can see, Oracle mode, literally one jumps down, and that is do apologise, E-Banks, and Benny Central needs to hold this position. There's 2 in the strip club. How this going to plan out? It's 2-on-2. And Benny Central quicker than you versus E-Banks and Dabs.
Let's see what Benny can do. He's holding up the top here. I'm actually going to jump back on board with the attacking team. Dabs being very cautious. They're looking. They don't have the bomb currently. So we switch to Banks. There's going to be no one here right now, but they know they've got to make a decision. It's going to be difficult getting out here. Banks is going to look for the pick. Doesn't see anybody yet. He's being very cautious. Like I said, they don't know where they are. He actually saw somebody there. Banks is going to go out and challenge, but no, gets shut down, meaning leaving Dabs in the 1v2. Is Dabs going to go for the rotate? He knows the flank is coming. However, he can't wait forever. He's
got to be very, very careful because there is only 20 seconds left on this clock. To be honest with you, I didn't think E-Banks needed to really push for that challenge. He could have held that back.
By the look of it.
But Dabs is going to go for the kill, surely.
Oh, no, I don't think he's going to do this. He gets taken down. And there we go. I believe it should be 6-1 to TYT. We're about to find out whether or not that reset counted.
I mean, look at this. 7-3 from Benny. Well, 1-3 from Benny. Managing to pull plants. Crads, he was
8-3 from Benny. Crads is 10-3 if we're going through the last round as well. And that is a fantastic score from TYT. Is it going to be headed? It is. That does mean it's 6-1 to TYT. And that is a fantastic score for the Search and Destroy. I thought Domination was their best game type. Turns out they kick people down when they're on S&D.
Well, let's look at this realistically here. TYT have struggled recently in games on S&D. It has been a bare bone of them. They've really stepped up. Crad's using that sniper to huge advantage. And not only that, as I said, in that game, if he doesn't see anybody or take him out like that, he can call the play. So it allows them to control that mid-map from such a long range. And they really utilised that, and I loved the way they played that. It was immense.
They certainly seem to have the strategies there. They won the gunfights that they needed. And you are correct there. We're going to go on to Blitz very shortly, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. Live here with the League, COD Champs, European COD Champs. It's the UK and Ireland. We just see a great game. But what we have for you now is an update on the other team's scores. I'm going to hand over to you, Bryce.
Yes, we do. TCM are 2-0 against High Roller Gaming. Qualification is easy, 1-0 up as somebody takes all the in-game prompts away from me, which is just fantastic. I had them all there on my screen and they get taken away. Yes, qualification is easy as well. 1-0 against DB. Insidia is up 2-0 versus Infused. It is Tech 1-0 against the... I don't know who that is. Who is Reg? He's just put it on my screen. I don't know who that is. Epsilon 3-0 against Domination. AYA obviously are down 2-0 to TYT. Orbit are 2-0 up to We Going LA, and Aware have 3-0'd DG. Sorry.
Right, that's some great scores there. Some expected wins. You know, we'll keep you posted as we get them as we come in. But this is the most important thing, guys. This is Blitz, and I'll tell you what, this is great. This mode is absolutely awesome. We see Quicker Than You pulling up 1-0 here to TYT. Now, if TYT win this, then they've won this. They've beaten these boys. Now, this is a huge setup, and it is 3-story that I feel, 3-story red. If you hold that, you can really dominate on Blitz. However, the disadvantage here is if you over push or rotate, it will spawn them further and closer to try and get that portal. As we're going to see E-Banks moving here, come behind. What a stab from behind. He's going to slide into portal. It's 2-1, but it's Quicker Than You that counters that. Pushing it forward. This guy is 4-0 with 2 captures. He is playing absolutely amazingly good here as he gets taken out there, and that is a curse.
It is, and we do jump on board now. Let's see Insomulus as he plays. He's going to be running the Bulldog, so we can get in close. We usually find the more aggressive team comes out on top, and we do see that Insomulus is just going to take his shot, but he doesn't kill him, walks into the point as well. It's 4-1 to TYT. They have started off as a storm here in this Blitz game as well, as Insomulus is going to go for it again.
And this is exactly what they needed to do. On a good game of Blitz, you could see a 15+ capture from the teams combined. At the present moment in time, it's full domination here from these guys at TYT. There's a kill. He gets taken out. It's a lovely drop shot. Insomulus is down, but it's Will that manages to pull Krads as well. Big plays there from these guys. Insomulus literally getting into that situation. It's 2 for Quicker Than You, 2 for Insomulus, and it's still run capture for E-Banks. These guys really need to push forward. What's happened is, you know, TYT are taking full control and they're just bottlenecking AYA. AYA cannot move out their spawn, and this is what you should do on this map, and this is why I love Blitz.
You know what, you're completely right there. You can see AYA being very defensive, and this is what I said before. The more aggressive team usually does well on this. However, he's going to be taken down before he can even get out of the tunnel before that door opens. Benny Central is going to move forward. He's going to get stabbed on the side. Good chance at AYA now. They are pushing forward, so we jump on board with Fearcrads. He's going to go for the trade anyway, and he spawns back home. But E-Banks trying to clean out the spawn now, as that is now going to be 6-2. E-Banks, he needs to make 1 kill. Can he make the second? No, gets taken down by the player who's just spawned up. And now it's going to be up to TYT to just clean their ranks so they can continue forward.
It was Will with that capture for AYA, but it's Will picking off a player by player here, moving through mid-tracks, going round. I'm quite surprised he's pushing that round there. To be honest with you, this is quite a simple manoeuvre, but they got cut off, and it was huge play there. I really wasn't sure what their main goal was. They got taken out entirely, and that was... Well, I'm actually, to be honest with you, lost for words because I can't actually keep up with these guys. They're just being taken out left, right and centre, and TYT are doing their job tremendously.
E-Banks does get taken down there. Now on board with Will, just trying to hold up. There's going to be a player come around the corner, going to take him down. A lot better job of defending now. They've got to be careful as it does seem like TYT are on the flank. We jump on board with Daniel, trying to hold them down, trying to clear thing. And clear top, sorry. But that point has actually gone down as another one has gone in. Fearcrads on a 4 streak, including kills and captures. And now you can see gets another one as well, picking that one up. TYT so far ahead now, 7-3. See if they can continue this up, but Fearcrad's actually going to drop there before he can get another one. Insomulus putting out those Bulldog shots. Does he manage to pick up the kill? He does. Still not next to the point. It's now 8-4 as both teams trade.
He has got to be really careful here. He's going to sit tight, hold up, and wait for them to come past. With 50 seconds left, there's a Bulldog kill again. He knows there's literally one on his left-hand side. He gets taken out. How did he not pick that off? Surely he should have heard him. Long-range fire there from Benny. He gets taken out. We're going to run on with Will, pushing on top of these cargo crates. He needs to top. He's actually, oh, that was a big mistake. He was going to go for the knife on the chain, come back down and go for the slide. But he's pushing through onto the point. If they're going to try and take the defensive way, they need to hold this up. It is 4-8, so they're only 4 captures away. It's totally doable. They're not going to get it in this half, which is most certain because we're on to the 19-second mark. Absolutely awesome game as we are pushed there. It's now 8-5, and that's exactly what they needed with the last 10 seconds. They needed to really shrink that gap. They've done it. There's only 3 points in it. Second half is going to be a real open game here.
It certainly is as well. Trying to get it, but he tried to defend for the last second, but they've opened up with one last-minute capture. It's now 9-5 to TYT. Looking at the scores, quicker than you. 12-6 with 4 captures, running that objective and making the kills. Benny Central not doing great, 7-10. He is negative. I know that's going to not be great for him in his mind, but he is playing that more holding role on this team. So let's see what else is going on the other team, actually. I've just been told, actually, qualification is easy, is now 1-1 versus DB Gaming. So that is going to go to at least a 4th map. But now back on board with this game, it's Will pushing out straight away with the MTAR.
Guys, it's 2-1 to Orbit. They managed to pull around, and exactly same before, there's going to be a 4th map played. There's no easy straight win here for these guys from Orbit. Let's keep you updated as we join here. It's 5-9 to TYT, running here with ZA.YA, moving forward top crates, but I believe there's literally one on his left-hand side. He gets a kill there down his right. Is he going to pull one off? He's going to push through. He gets taken out as he jumps up through that window. And again, Dabs takes a kill, moving through mid-tracks. And, you know, they just seem to be missing each other as we're going to see one move through into 3-story. There's mid-tracks again, and he's holding that middle roll. And this is the important scenario they need to do now. They cannot afford to sit back and defend. They've got to be aggressive. Otherwise, they will get wiped out like they did in the first half. We saw them come back when they pushed forward. They closed the gap, not as close as I'm sure as they would like it, but it's TYT. It is 9-5. What play?
Okay, quicker than you, now coming forward. He's been really patient. He almost gets turns on, but gets through once again. He was waiting for his team to come up and pick off a few kills so he could move in. He's playing this objective beautifully. Double positive, 5 captures to his name as well. We're still on board with him. He is waiting for the kills to go off. He has a good opportunity to move forward now if he needs to, and he's going to do it. However, like I said, he's now going to come up against 4 players on the respawn. They are defending. He's going to be careful. He wants to get another one. It looks like he's going up top of that. The objective was scored anyway. It's quicker than you. Also picks up a kill. There's going to be another one around this corner. He does see him. Manages to get away. He's going to be behind him, but no, the knife goes in, and he's going to be shut down. But it doesn't matter. TYT have taken that 11-5, and it is now 3 minutes 15 left to go. And so much he's going to come out, but decides not to. The 6th sense may have saved him there.
That was absolutely awesome by Quicker Than You. Insomnius now pushing underneath, going to come up surely from behind them and get the easy capture here. There's no one to stop him. He's going to slide that home. 12-6. Great play. There's a Bulldog kill. And if he keeps running like this, this is going to be capture after capture because they are just pushing him to the right-hand side to the 3-story red, and they are not stopping them whatsoever. Going to come into 1, possibly 2 up here on the left-hand side. There's ZA.YA go down. There's literally another one. Grenade comes over the top. Literally left-hand side. He's going to take it out. Oh, he's down. It could have been 13. It is. We see it now. I believe it was as well. It was Fearcrads picking off a portal capture there. It's 6-13. Quicker Than You taking the kills. Man, this game is fast and furious, and I did say it would be over 15.
Oh, Quicker Than You just got slapped in the face by ZA.YA there. He laid down, and the guy stepped up. And he did get taken down. He looked a little bit silly, but Insomnius is now on the point defending. He has the Bulldog. He's going to be very close. There's going to be a player trying to run in. The guy slaps him down and goes through. 13-7 now. Benny Central just clearing house before they move forward once again. TYT in a fantastic position with 2 minutes left to go to take this one down. It's going to have to be a real haul for AYA to come back.
It's going to have to be 5 captures, and you've got 1 minute and 50 seconds to do this. Are AYA capable of making an upset here, bringing it into a 4th map? TYT just seemed to be that little bit stronger, being more dominant and more aggressive. Quicker Than You, 24 for 11, 6 captures. That is what you call gameplay, with a lovely kill from Benny, and we're going to push it to 14. Great play.
Quicker than you as I do switch room, gets taken down. Insomnia's now all alone as he keeps opening, shutting his door every time we see him. And that is going to be another point towards them. They still have time to do this, AYA. 14-10. He's going to be moving forward. Can he try and trade this point? Because at the moment, TYT can just trade as he goes in and gets that one. It looks like he's now going to push forward. He needs to hold this one down. Here comes the members of AYA. He puts several shots down. He's going to get taken down as well. AYA in a good position now to get a few more on the board. They need to be very careful with how they play this one. They've got the position. Slick Rick Wills in there as well. They're going to get another one. It's going to go to 14-12. Still loads of time for AYA as he doesn't make that kill.
That was great play. Reason 1, Tech 1. That is the update for you guys there. Tech bringing that round. It's 1 apiece. We'll keep you updated. I have to say, Infused lose 3-0. And do you know what? That is a big shocker. We're heading into 35th second here. 12-16. Really bringing this back. They need to hold this now, TYT. If they get pushed into this defensive zone, they could be in trouble. As a great kill from Quicker Than You, totally defensive, and this is where they need to push. I love the way they're going to play for this. It's game over, surely here. It's 12-16, 20 seconds. Great game there by TYT. That's 3-0. Well played.
MVP of that Blitz was certainly Quicker Than You. 29-15. I know what he's looking for. He's looking for the 30 bomb. Can he manage to get it in the last seconds? He is going to get it there. Double positive, 6 captures. Insomnia's also doing the work, but Quicker Than You killing and running the objective. That is perfect gameplay from him. And there we go. TYT take it 3-0.
I tell you what, in essence, that it was expected by TYT, but Benny, Quicker Than You, really bringing it up. Guys, as we're talking 3-0, TCM 3-0 against HRG. What great play. TCM, good victory. Love the way they've played tonight, but that doesn't take away the great game that we've seen tonight from TYT. They have been so strong. I've loved the way they've played tonight.
They're certainly one of the fan favourites out there, and they have taken the important first step. They've got their first win under their belt here. They'll be playing later on against Epsilon. That will certainly be a very tough game for them. But there we go. We're going to try and apparently get into another game, so don't go anywhere and join us right after the break.